Good morning again. If you came in during that praise, I'll just repeat myself. And I don't know what it's like for those of you who are at home, but our internet is lagging today. And it's affecting our slides, so if it takes, a second to get them to switch, just be patient, please, and thank you. Also, it was perfect timing that our own Joe Drake couldn't be here today because he is unwell. So that's just perfect timing. Connie, thanks for attempting the soundboard today. I was going to do it. But it's fine. I'm sure you'll do a great job. Also not with us today is Lynn. She's just feeling a little worn down, but says that she's with us here in spirit. So thank you, Lynn. I hope your feet are up and that you are resting. A couple of announcements. Today is our second of our four-part series on ministry at Knox. If you missed last Sunday's, I invite you to go find it online. All of our worship services can be found on our YouTube channel. So please avail yourself of that. Last Sunday I talked about eldership and the session, as well as the role of the cluster coach, which is a level of the Presbyterian church's organizational chart that is unique to us here at Knox. You're not going to find a cluster coach in another Presbyterian church. We just have to be different. I don't know. It's in our DNA. Today we're highlighting some of the people and ministries that are part of the Faith Formation cluster. You might have known it as Christian education or Sunday school, but we have found that the language of faith formation more accurately reflects what we're called to do as disciples of Christ, by the power and grace of the Spirit to form our lives of faith, no matter our age or stage. We do this together as a community. So we look forward to hearing more about that later in the service. This week is the final week for our Adopt a Shelf program at Kerr Street Mission. I suspect will do one more run with the bin, yes, on Tuesday. And then after that, if you have any donations beyond Tuesday, I invite you to take them directly to Kerr Street if you're able to do so. Thank you for your generosity. We look forward, maybe in a Sunday or two, to getting an update on how well we did this month. A reminder, next Sunday, the clocks go back an hour. Is that right? Fall back, yes. Yeah, we gain an hour. Time is a construct. It's not even real. We'll start when you're all here. Next Sunday is also our Remembrance Sunday service. So please get any photos that you'd like to have included in our slide deck into the main office or to Gary by emailing AV as in audiovisual, av@knoxoakville.com. Thank you to those who have already brought their pictures in. I want to make sure that Sunday, November 13th is on your radar. First off, because it's the deadline to speak to me about joining the congregation here at Knox. If you would like to do so before the end of 2022, I invite you to talk to me before November 13th, because I have to present those names to session on November 15th. Thank you to all of you who have already spoken to me. It's going to be a really exciting time when we do have you join the church. Also, on the 13th, we're having a congregational meeting following the worship service to hear and hopefully approve a vision that the session is putting forward for Knox for the next few years. Also, our trustees would like to get your approval on an update to the Legacy Fund mandate. So just book it in your calendar that November 13th, we're going to have a really important meeting together. And I hope as many of you as possible are able to stay. And I'll let you know probably by next Sunday, but I presume we'll be able to live stream it like we did before. And we'll have someone monitoring the chat so that if you're at home, you can participate that way as well. The memorial flowers are placed by Carol and George Gordon in memory of George's parents, George and Eleanor Gordon, and his sister Patricia. So wow, do they ever come out vibrant in the picture? Gorgeous. I mean, they're beautiful in person as well. Thank you for those. That's it for announcements, and we're going to go right into our prayer of adoration and confession. And, you know, not knowing that the slides would be laggy today, so much of this service is actually responsive. So we're just going to keep praying for our tech. Also, you will notice a theme in all our prayers today. It is our All Saints Sunday service. And we started this tradition last year, I believe, if not the year before, of showing the images and honoring those saints of the church. A saint is anyone who believes in Jesus. We're not Catholics here. And so all the saints who have gone on to glory in the last year. So we're going to have a lot of that language, and the language of the great cloud of witnesses. We're going to have a lot of that in our prayers and liturgy today as well.